Hey, we just wanted to make this video here at Posted Properties to give you guys a little better overview of exactly what the list does for you, or some ways that you can manipulate the data on the list to be able to get the information that you're looking for out of it a lot easier. A lot of the list is self-explanatory. It's an Excel spreadsheet. If you know how to use Excel, obviously a lot of this information is not new to you. But there are a couple things that we have built into the list that you may find very useful. The first thing that I want to go over on the list is here in the address section. As you scroll over the properties in the address section, you'll see a hyperlink pops up. Well, it's going to make me a liar here. A hyperlink, because I wasn't active on the list, will pop up. Now, you don't have to have that hyperlink up. You click on any address, and we have that automatically linked to Google Maps. So it'll pull up the location of the map. Now from the maps you can scroll in, zoom out, see what freeways, major intersections are nearby. And the other thing you can do is you can get a street view of the property. So by clicking on the street view, it gives you a view of the property. Now this information is as correct as Google is. That does not mean that it's perfect information. In fact, it may be the wrong house. It may be the house here that is the correct address. What this is mainly here to do is give you a good feel and a good look for the neighborhood. What are the surroundings? What kind of area is it? That's the main purpose of having it linked to the Google Maps. The information's not current, could be as much as 3 or 4 years old. But that's one thing that's interesting on the map, that by clicking on that, you're able to go straight to the Google Maps and see the location of the property. The next thing on the map is this percentage column. What we've done with the percentage column is we compare the estimated value to the opening bid amount. Dividing those figures, it comes up with an amount of potential equity in the property. Now I want to touch on the estimated value here briefly. The estimated value is exactly that. It's an estimate. It is a computer automated value that no buying decision should be based off of. That number can be off by $100,000 or more, or it could be very close. It all goes off price per square footage in areas and really isn't something that you should make that decision off of. What we have it for is a good gauge and a ballpark range of what the house may be worth. So on this particular property, where the opening bid on this one is $65,000 and the estimated value is $584,000, there's a pretty good chance that this house is a good deal. So you'll see the colors in the percentage. Anything above 40% goes in green. 40% to 20% is in yellow, and anything below that 20% mark goes into red. We have it set up like a stoplight. Green go, yellow caution, red stop. Does that mean there are no good deals in the reds? Absolutely not. That estimated figure may be so far off that it's actually a great deal, even though it has a red number and a low estimated percentage. The other thing I didn't mention was here on the opening bids. I want to talk about the opening bids because a lot of times people, especially new to the list, don't understand that you only want to be chasing properties that do have an opening bid. On today's list, as I'm scrolling down, there are actually 95 properties with an opening bid published. If I kept scrolling down the list, there are actually 616 properties on the list. So what does that mean? What that means is properties 96 through 616 have a very high probability of not selling that day. They're either going to be postponing or canceling. So most important thing, chase the properties that do have an opening bid. The final thing that I want to mention is these arrows here. They're filters on the list that allow you to go through and select or unselect certain areas. Say there's a few distinct areas that you want to buy in. By checking those areas and hitting OK, it only brings up those properties on the list. You can add multiple sorts to the same thing. Say you only want multifamilies, so now you have those areas and multifamilies. You can continue to sort and filter all the way down the row. Hope this helps you, and I hope you have a great time and buy properties.